Let's go run a 5K and a 10K. Hello and welcome to the start of part 2 of my Disney World Marathon Weekend series. Today is Wednesday, January 3rd, and it is the evening. We are preparing for tomorrow's 5K, which kicks off RunDisney Marathon Weekend. I am so excited to be tackling Dopey this year, and if you aren't familiar with the Dopey Challenge, it is running the 5K, the 10K, the half, and the full marathon on back-to-back days. So that's a total of 48.6 miles across the weekend, and I am so excited to give it my best try. It is the evening before race day. I'm getting my stuff ready, but I also want to kick off this vlog now because tomorrow morning it'll be a 2 to 2:30 a.m. wake-up call, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have the energy to kick off this video then, but I will check in tomorrow morning as well. I just don't think I'll have nearly as much energy as I do right now. I'm going to be running in Corral D. I believe it's a 3:45 a.m. corral opening for all corrals, so I'm going to try my best to get there early. The plan for right now is to wake up around 2 or 2:30 a.m., hop on the bus over to Epcot where the starting area will be, and then we'll go ahead and run the 5K. So excited to kick off this Dopey challenge tomorrow, and I can't wait to bring you guys along. Let's go run a 5K tomorrow. Good morning. It is 3 a.m. on Thursday, January 4th, and we are on our way to 5K. I say we because Lucas has decided to join me. He won't be running, but he's coming for moral support, and we appreciate a supportive husband. We're walking over to the bus, and I should also mention that there is a chance of rain. I think 30 to 40%, around 4 or 5. So I brought my rain poncho, I brought my Mylar blanket, and we'll just see what happens. We'll run it regardless, and we'll have fun because today is 5K day, so let's go run a 5K. Check. One of one. Is completed. Just got back to the hotel. I literally just got out of the shower. My hair is still drying, but I was able to finish the 5K this morning. Lucas ended up staying for the whole thing. He came to drop me off, but then decided to stay to watch me finish, and so we got some cool footage there of the finish line. It was so much fun being able to run the 5K and kick off the Dopey challenge. I had every intention to run, walk, run for the 5K, but I ended up meeting a friend of mine and her mom over at our corral. Since we were both at Corral D, we ended up meeting up, and it was really nice to reconnect and hang out, and so I ended up walking the first 1.5 miles with them, and then I ended up running the remaining half of the race. And so it was such a great way to kick off the Dopey challenge. I am so excited and feeling very energized this morning. I did want to quickly note that it ended up not raining, which is something to celebrate. It did end up sprinkling towards the end when we were already post-race and taking pictures and stuff, so I guess I didn't have to switch up my shirt. If you guys saw my flat lay last night, I was talking about wearing this Today's a Good Day shirt. Didn't end up wearing it. I decided to go with a kind of like a race tech shirt instead in the event that it started to rain during the race, but thankfully the rain held and I was able to complete the race nice and dry. Really excited about how the week is going so far. Hopefully we get continued luck, but we'll see. As for today's plan, today's going to be jam-packed over at Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Again, we are here with my mother-in-law and her partner, and so we're gonna go ahead and show them Epcot and Hollywood Studios for the very first time. Let's get to it. So we just left Epcot and now we park hopped over to Hollywood Studios where we'll spend the rest of today. What do we think? What did you think about the drop?
I loved it. That was fantastic.
What a day. We are back at our hotel after a very fun-filled day over at Epcot and Hollywood Studios. We jam-packed a lot of attractions and a lot of shows within the short day that we had at the parks today, but it was so much fun. I debated whether or not I wanted to stay as late as past 8 p.m. to see Fantasmic, but it is my favorite show, and so I went ahead and bit the bullet and went anyways, despite the amount of sleep that I probably need for tomorrow's 10K, but definitely worth it. I love that show. It's actually 10 p.m., so we're just jumping into bed. I got all my stuff ready for tomorrow's race. It looks like it's going to be a little bit colder than we expected. I think like a low of 48 around the time that I'll be waiting in the corrals, which is a little bit chillier than I anticipated. And so I had to rework some of my race outfits, and we'll see what works best once I step out the door tomorrow morning. I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes. Tomorrow, Lucas will not be joining me for the corrals, but he is going to try and meet me at the finish line once I cross. I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep, but I will check in tomorrow morning for 10K day. Good morning. Today is Friday, day 2 of Marathon Race Weekend. So today is 10K day. Lucas is not joining me. This is my first race that I'll be heading over to the corrals on my own. Feeling like a big accomplishment today. But I have my snacks, my Mylar blanket, some gloves, some Powerade from yesterday, and we're feeling good. It's definitely a little chilly. It's about like 48, 50 degrees today, but I ran in colder and I've layered up as much as I could, and we're gonna make today a really great day. Let's go run a 10K.
course narrows ahead. Caution. Force.
Just made it to World Showcase. Thinking I'll walk a little bit more. I got pixie dust too. Speed bumps head bracelet. So much fun.
May be slippery. Caution.
Just went around Boardwalk, made it back to Epcot. Looking for mile 5. Nailed the 10K. Race 2 down, 2 more to go.
Winner! Winner, 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 winner.
Back at the hotel, 10K is completed. That is race 2 out of 4 this weekend for the Dopey Challenge. Went really well. This is what the medal looks like. It's Chip and Dale themed for the 10K. It actually slides up and down too. I don't think I can do it with one hand, but Disney does a great job making these fun. And so got the medal. We'll be wearing it to the parks today. 10K ended up being a lot more magical than I anticipated. This was my first Run Disney race where I did run it completely by myself. As you guys saw yesterday for the 5K, I did meet up with my friend Maddie and her mom, and previous Run Disney races I do run with my husband Lucas, and so this is the very first time that I ran a whole race on my own, and I'm very proud of myself for that. But the cool thing about Run Disney races, if you're ever kind of considering doing these by yourselves, is that you don't really feel like you're doing it on your own. Of course, there's thousands of other racers on the course. Whether it's the cast members or other racers around you, there are going to be interactions and connections that you can make along the way. I did want to take a moment to talk about this bracelet that I was given. It says Speed Bumps Ahead. I thought it was so cool that one of the racers handed it over to me when we were crossing the speed bumps entering Epcot. I thought that was such a sweet moment. It definitely gave me that boost of energy that I needed at the time. It's just a perfect example of how you're never really truly alone during these Run Disney races. And so I had a great time. So far my legs are feeling pretty good. I definitely felt like I worked out this morning, but I don't feel overexerted. Fingers crossed that's how I continue to feel the rest of today. I will be going to the park, which is definitely going to be more steps on my feet, but we're gonna take the day and enjoy it. It's gonna be a beautiful sunny day. We're gonna take Lucas's mom and Bill over to Magic Kingdom. I think that it's gonna be a good day and the steps are gonna be totally worth it before the half marathon tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and go to Magic Kingdom. I think Lucas and Bill are gonna bring us over some breakfast, some Mickey waffles at the hotel, and then once we're all ready, we'll head over to the park. And that concludes Magic Kingdom Day. As you can see, I am back at our hotel here in Art of Animation. It's just me. I ended the day early. It is just before 6 p.m. by the time I got back to the hotel. I did pick up a pizza on my way up to the room, and that will be my dinner for tonight. I just wanted to get myself off my feet in time for the half marathon tomorrow. All in all, I'm still feeling really great. I actually don't feel too sore yet, which is good, but I also don't want to overdo it. We did spend the whole day in Magic Kingdom. Lucas, my mother-in-law, and Bill are still over there waiting for the fireworks show. I do have a little bit of FOMO because I love the Happily Ever After fireworks show, but I've seen it a few times and I really do need to get some rest before running 13.1 miles. I've been running on 4 hours of sleep the last couple nights, and I know that's going to catch up to me tomorrow, and so I do want to make sure that I intentionally set some time to sleep a little longer today. Still no regrets. I had a great time over in Magic Kingdom with my family. We ended up doing a lot of the different attractions, some of the classics like Haunted Mansion and Peter Pan and Small World, because I just feel like those are like the iconic ones you need to do at least once, especially for Bill since he's never been to Disney World or Disneyland. We did do the classic rides, but we also got the chance to ride Tron, which is so exciting. I actually got the lightning lane right after I ran past the finish line this morning. I think I crossed the finish line at 6:58, and then as I was walking to go pick up my 10K medal, I was literally refreshing on my phone until it's 7 to make sure I purchased that individual lightning lane for Tron. I'm glad I did that because Tron is one of my favorite rides, and we got to take, Sabina and Bill on that too, and they loved it. They wanted to go on it again, and I wish it was that easy, but virtual queue and all that makes it a little difficult to do. So like I said, now I am back at the hotel, ready to get some rest. I'm actually going to end the vlog here. So thank you so much for joining me in the 5K and 10K portion of this Run Disney Marathon Weekend kind of series that I'm putting together. I am running the Dopey Challenge, which means that I will be running the half marathon and the full marathon in the next 2 days. Lucas will be joining me for the marathon too. Very excited to see how that turns out. It is funny because I feel like I'm halfway done in days, but I am not halfway done in miles. So if you want to join me for the last part of this Dopey adventure, feel free to stay tuned for the next video. But until then, I will talk to you guys soon.